Welcome to the Vale, a rare bastion of civilization in a world recuperating after a terrible, centuries-long war. Though the battles ended 200 years ago, the land still recovers from this period of tumultuous strife and slavery. Join now the defenders of the Vale as they navigate a world riddled with opportunity and tragedy, all the while seeking glory, gold, and adventure.
What are you guys gonna do now that all the other drow that you can see are dead, minus the one and or two under the bubble?
Robbie John votes to use the priestess to give everybody some health because that's a need.
What are you gonna squeeze her until she heals you? How's that work?
I like that.
I think it could be maybe compelled.
We could use some drow juice to drink it and get healed.
And that's why Ren's not the healer. He's got horrible ideas. So anyway, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to stay in combat turns? Are you going to engage in conversation with this priestess? Are you going to just try to slaughter her as soon as the thing's done? We got to decide this quickly. The shield's only going to last so long.
Guys, what are we doing with this, crazy dark elf? Because, she's there, we're here, we're alive, and we kind of are in a pickle.
My timer's set.
So are we not going to go in turns, or what are we going to do?
That's up to you guys. Do you want to keep the rounds going? Do you want to leave the rounds to do it? You guys got to tell me.
And I didn't want to start moving until I found out.
Are we technically still in combat? I mean, I believe the priestess is still... No? We're not in combat anymore?
No, I don't know. You guys tell me what you're doing. You only see the priestess who's under this force, that spelly thing.
But she's still, conscious, correct? She's just kind of captured.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, if you don't do something fast, I am going to get...
We got about 9 minutes to figure out what we want to do with this before the wall of force is going to go away on its own.
Yes, you have 9 minutes before the wall of force will go away. You keep saying 9 minutes like nothing else is going on.
And we can question her while it's up.
And this is the wall of force right here?
No, she's just under it.
Okay, so it's over here. Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to the wall of force or the priestess there, and I'm gonna go, "Why are you attacking Centervale?"
Why is anyone attacking Centervale?
Ooh.
While he's doing that, can I climb to the top of a nearby house and see sort of where we should head next?
Yeah, so did this map for this.
It's cool. I like it.
So go ahead and put your character tokens where you would be.
We'll climb to this roof.
Are you putting Onyx on top of a building?
Not on top of
Okay.
I just put myself on the backside of the bubble. I wasn't sure what the bubble was.
Oh, hi, Finn.
A hyphen?
Oh,
I hate you so much.
oh hi, Mark. So, Fenelius is 30 feet up in the air on his broom, and he also lets us know that the bubble is about 10 feet radius.
Okay, I am going to go into these buildings. If there's people inside, excuse me, I need some blankets.
You go into an empty building.
Are there any blankets inside there? Anything along those lines?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to grab all the blankets. I'm then going to go and attach them or throw them over the bubble. So when the bubble goes bye-bye, it's going to fall on something, and if it's invisible, it will still be there.
It's very intelligent for you, Onyx.
That's cool, but can't anyone just cast dispel magic or something like that?
That's what I'm doing.
I can stop concentrating.
Yeah.
I can stop concentrating on it at any time.
No, I don't think that's what he's referring to. I don't think he's worried about your force. I don't think that's what he's trying to stop. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think what he's trying to prevent is something unseen running around in there.
After the bubble goes away, these will hopefully fall down on something that might be unseen, because something was in there, and I was told stuff can't get out.
Robbie John has dispel magic prepared.
What is she doing in there?
She's sitting cross-legged with her back to everybody, kind of.
Well, that looks like she's baking cookies or something like that.
And she didn't acknowledge I asked her a question?
I didn't hear your question.
I asked her why they were attacking Centervale.
Attacking? And she laughs.
They're distracting Centervale.
Well, what exactly are you doing here? Your life depends on it, by the way. So I would be truthful if I were you.
I'm currently sitting down on a stone road in one of the little crappiest towns I've ever been in.
Oh no, I think you're being a bitch, but well, that's okay. Can I throw a dagger? No, it's just gonna bounce on the wall, right?
I was like, yeah, you can throw it.
You know that what was my question.
So she kind of doesn't. I mean, and the whole time she's not even really looking at you guys. She's like checking her nails, like kind of picking dirt, just kind of killing time. It looks like.
I think we should cut off some of our fingers. I know. It's violent and it's gonna be all bloody and.
And she's behind a wall of force.
Yeah, but I think we could make it stop, right? Right, Grok?
Anytime you want this wall to go away, I can make it go away.
Good. Do you guys think this would be something you would like to try? So we could get some.
I think we should hurry up.
Everybody, give me a perception check.
Basil got a 27.
Fanilius got a 19. Grok got a 21.
Onyx got a 25.
Roland got a 14.
Rin got a perceptive 25, and Mallory's got a big.
Nice nat 20, Mal.
Robbie Sean got a nat 20, which is a total of 30 for her perception check.
Rabbi Jan, Ren, Onyx, Basil, everybody besides Roland. Let me just do that. Actually, Fanilius, I'm sorry. Give me another one, Fanilius, because you're rolling at disadvantage.
Fanilius got a 19 anyway.
Fanilius rolled 2 19s. All right. Okay. Roland, you have no idea. You don't notice any of what I'm about to say, okay? Everybody besides Fanilius, you feel a tremor, akin to the tremor felt by Dr. Malcolm in Jurassic Park.
Oh, no.
Fanilius, you notice puddles of water are rippling. You see slight ripples.
Sorry, but what is a ripple? I'm sorry. French Canadian here.
Like when
It's
a
like
vibration
miniature-
is visible in the water.
Yeah, like little waves when you tap a water. a glass of water.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I've learned new words.
100% you weren't touching the ground. That's the only reason you got disadvantage, Fanilius, is because it was a felt vibration.
So does Robbie Jean notice anything extra? I mean, she did crit on that check there. Just wondering.
Yeah, okay. When you're watching, super high intellectual shows like Criminal Minds, and somebody hacks into a security camera and puts a loop feed there, and so you're not actually seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, you're seeing what they want you to see.
It's glitching.
To the south here is setting off your bat sense, which is weird because spider sense is a thing and bat sense is not. My bad. Are you just going to start screaming at things to figure out where they are?
I mean, it works for my kids, so maybe.
Did anyone else feel that?
Even with not worrying about a crit success or fail, 30's damn high on a perception check. That's a lot of perception.
She's got those cat-like reflexes. She sees everything.
Yeah, I feel it. The drow priestess shaking in her boots.
She goes, yeah, well, I'm so terrified. I'm so scared I'm shaking the floor.
Yeah, well, you will be in a few moments, I think.
Basil would like to try and look around from his vantage point to see if he can figure out what the source of that rumbling is.
Weirdly enough, you look around, but you don't notice anything, bud. You feel like I will say you feel like you should notice something.
Nilius is going to go up to about 100 feet and take a real good look around.
Rabijan, do you have something to see, invisible things and the such? Because, tremors like that should be seen. Is that maybe a magical or a mystical creature or something, coming our way?
Yeah, we got blankets right here.
Yeah.
Once the spell goes away, we'll see the invisible thing inside there.
Yeah. Sure. I don't disagree with that.
1 second. Fanilius did a thing. I don't know if you guys could hear him, but I want to take care of him real quick. Fanilius, so you just go straight up from where you're at, 100 feet?
Yes.
Do I have my familiar around?
I don't know. Did you have it around before? You didn't do anything with it in combat.
No, I didn't do anything with it in combat. I mean, it hasn't been killed lately, has it?
Yet. So when you try to do things the wrong way, it never works.
I've noticed.
That's because you're not doing them the right way. So what is
Finally, you know, hold on, guys. You, to your terror, you see a thing. When you look to the south, you see a barrier, kind of. It looks like somebody's got like the invisible cloak from Harry Potter. So you see about a 25-foot thing, and the only reason you can see what's behind the thing is because you're flying so high. You see a massive 20 to 22 foot tall humanoid with gray skin and a long white beard, dressed in the outfit of almost like a Roman gladiator, with lightning crackling at his hands, and a few smaller minions that you're having a hard time seeing over the shield, heading toward you guys from there.
Told you it was big, guys.
Everything's big to you.
Oh, God.
I fly down quickly and let my companions know, hey, if we're gonna kill this priestess or let her go, we should do it quick. There's something very big coming. And I describe it.
Oh.
Well, everybody get ready. Or, excuse me. Everybody get ready then, because I'm going to drop the wall.
Onyx is has his halberd ready and is going to first, if there's anything else in the thing that the blanket hits, he's going to swing at that first. But if not, then the priestess.
Do we have how long do we have before it gets to us?
Oh, you don't got more than one round.
Perfect, thanks. So Ren is going to ask Rabijan. Rabijan, well, how to ask that? I will need some healing here, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna, hit me once and I'm gonna go down, or just you know what I mean.
I'm preparing magic missile for when I drop the wall. Or readying magic missile.
Mr. Rin, Rabijan is wondering if you will stand still long enough to get some of Rabijan's heals this time.
Yeah, well, I think I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time.
Rabijan would like everybody to get as close to Rabijan as they can, as quickly as they can, if possible.
How close do we have to be?
I'd say probably about 60 feet.
Yeah, we're all in 60.
Okay. Rabijan is going to use this little bit of time that she has to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
What is everybody else doing for the rest of the start?
Waiting outside the bubble so I can try and incapacitate the priestess when it goes down.
Same for rolling the air elemental.
You guys, did you see what I did? Hover over my heels.
An amazing 30.
Thank you. I'm gonna ask Onyx. Hey, Onyx. I think I would need your help for something. You're a strong one, so would Onyx be able to throw me on one of those rooftop right here?
It's gonna be some sort of strength check, and it'd probably be easier for you to just climb up there with your movement.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be as cool.
He's right.
Let me fail.
We're gonna say he's little, but it's a 2-story building, so it's gonna be like a 16 DC. If you can get a 16 DC strength check, and he can do a 16 DC acrobatics check, he's gonna make it.
16 on my strength.
16 on my acrobatic. This is so flush.
Ask it, you shall receive.
But Onyx goes over there, grabs him, tosses him over there, and goes back to his position over there, waiting for Brock to drop the spell.
So you land really awkwardly up there. Okay, anybody else doing anything in this turn before stuff happens?
We could do one of two things as well. We still have 7-ish minutes left on the thing. Battles are normally pretty fast, so if we want to leave them in there while we take care of big guys, then come back to these guys. Just thoughts.
I believe it's concentration, though, right? Or am I wrong?
It is indeed concentration.
I saw what's coming. I don't think we should plan on coming back and taking care of things later. I think this will take all of our efforts.
Okay, drop the wall, knock her out. Move on to bigger problems.
This sounds like a great time for initiative.
Onyx got a 20.
Grok got a 17.
Basil got an 18.
Roland got a 23.
Anilius got a 21.
Ren's got a 28.
Rabijan rolled a 10.
Oh, so close. I was going to go. And Rabijan gets a 10.
That was actually pretty good.
Weirdly good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, Ren, what are you doing, buddy?
I had readied an action for when the wall comes down. Do I do that first?
Are you guys dropping the wall? Because if you're going to drop the wall, I think isn't it an action to stop, or can you just stop concentrating?
I believe you just stop concentrating.
And there's no action.
Yeah. So on your turn, you can stop concentrating. But Ren, what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna ready in action, and as soon as the creature reach the 60 feet necessary for me to throw tiny magic pointies, I'm gonna throw both of them with the feat I never remember. Sharpshooter. Yeah.
Negative. You can make one attack when you're ready.
Well, then I'll make one attack when it reaches my destination.
Where's your destination?
Right about here.
So if it avoids that spot, you're good.
I think so. I hate your redhead Machiavellis face.
Okay, so you've readied an action. Some stuff happens. Roland, what would you like to do?
I'm just going to pass this round.
All right, Finn, what are you going to do?
How far to the south are they?
About 85 feet.
So, is this map accurate? Are they actually in the town?
Yeah, they're on the street, behind that weird barrier.
And the barrier is something that we can see through, get things through. It's just strange for some reason.
You see what looks like when you're up above. You see like you're looking over. It's like if they put a blanket your way, except for the blanket shows an empty street.
Okay. I'm going to cast reverse gravity, making sure that all of the giants and bad guys and enemies that I see are inside the 50-foot radius.
All right, so all three of these things are now 100 foot in the air, as are Nina and your father.
Intrigue!
Any movement?
No.
All right, Onyx. Now you see to the south 3 giants and maybe a couple of humanoids. You probably don't recognize them because they're behind floating giants.
I am going to rage and hold my swing to attack the enemies once they are covered in blankets.
All right, Basil, what are you going to do?
Okay, since I can't, since I only have a range of 5 feet, I would like to run to the top of. Can I walk up, run up the magical dome of force?
Yeah.
I'd like to stand on top, and then when it breaks, sort of try and fall on top of the priestess and two-handed crack her over the skull.
And there's blankets over it too, so you'll be able to follow and maybe trap her too.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. You can't see in there. Okay. All right, Grok, you doing it?
Yep, I'm gonna drop the wall of force and I'm gonna cast magic missile at the priestess.
Hold on. Let me look up magic missile real quick.
You need line of sight.
Yeah, I don't think you can see her.
Well, the blanket will cover her if that's the case.
Then he will magic missile the blanket, but he didn't do that.
But does she count as wearing it then? Oh.
Yeah, you can't see your target.
Can I cast magic missile and have the missile streaking out towards her and drop wall of force before the missiles hit the wall?
No, because you're going to drop the wall first. And your ready to action was when the wall was dropped. I'm sorry, Onyx threw a monkey wrench in your plan. But you don't cast a spell. Do you want to do something different with your turn? You can just not do a ready to action.
Yeah.
Well, he don't have to do a ready to action because he dropped it and then it's his main action now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the exact same thing I'm saying.
So I dropped the wall of force. What happened here?
Okay, we'll get back to you in a second. Onyx, what your ready to action? You want to do what?
I'm swinging at one of the figures that are, the closest figure. Hopefully the mage, if it's still in there.
No, there's only one figure. The blankets fall around the priestess. We'll get back to you in a second. Basil, you're making a melee attack as you fall on the priestess?
Yes.
All right, roll it.
And I do have a 10-foot reach, so I could reach.
26 to hit for 7 damage. Smiley face.
Yeah, you have a 10-foot reach to hit a pile of people that is Basil and the drow priestess.
Okay.
So she would be pretty covered. Her armor is going to be pretty high if you you miss by too much, you're going to hit your buddy.
I mean, I was raging. It wouldn't care for me, but it's okay.
I don't know what raging has to do with that.
He would just be swinging like he was planning, but it's fine.
You can make the swing. I just wanted to give you the warning that there's a basil there too. And it's only if you roll really bad. You may not. Yes, fine.
22 to hit for 11 damage. 12 damage.
All right. So Grok, now what are you gonna do?
Oh, I dropped the wall force. The blankets fall. She's the only thing in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and I can't see her because she's under blankets.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to be casting Scorching Ray at her. It doesn't say I have to see her.
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack.
AC 29 for 7, AC 15 for 3, and AC 25 for 6.
Okay. Scorching rays happen, and or damage possibly happens.
And if she was concentrating on anything, she'll have to make a concentration check for each ray that hit her.
Yep, I'm aware. You'll see the hill giant attack one of the other floating people, one of the smaller ones. And then it's going to be the priestess' turn, and she doesn't move. She just lays there. Same thing happens with the hill giant. It attacks one of the smaller people there,
Hey, don't call them names. They're people too.
says the other little guy.
Short kings.
And so the semi-oscillating storm giant is going to throw a lightning strike at you. So you and Rabijan have to make a dexterity save. It's DC 17.
Rabijan rolled a 13.
It's going to be 54 points of lightning damage.
I'm 15 feet in the air, 10 feet behind her.
Oh, okay, Rabijan, you didn't take anything. I keep forgetting you're up in the air. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
I got a 24 on my save.
Yeah, so it's 25, 26, 27 points of lightning damage at you. That was 100 foot tall, right? That thing you did?
Yes.
Do you, with that damage, can you make a concentration save, or is that an auto fail? No, because it'd be half, right? So yeah, it'd be like what was it? It was 25, 26, 27, 28. What was wrong tab? Yeah, you're gonna be fine. So then ignore those fall damages.
Cornelius got a 25 on his concentration save.
Thank you for that. Rabijan, what would you like to do?
Rabijan is going to move a tiny bit further away from Phenalius since he's attracting lightning strikes. And so she's going to move closer towards Roland and Grok. And then she is going to get her spiritual weapon ready. And that'll probably be it for her turn.
All right, go ahead and burn the spell slot and pull spiritual weapon out. Ren, what would you like to do, my friend?
Rin would be wondering if he could reach those creatures up in the air since he's on top of the building. Is it high enough for me to have the 60 feet reach? Or is it just like impossible?
Well, that's 60 feet.
Plus the number of feet I'm on top of, right?
No, they're also 100 feet in the air.
Yeah, I think they're just horizontally out of your range, right?
Yeah, but, well, we're just wondering. So it was more like a yes or no question. But yeah, I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration to Rabijan.
A gift.
And this would be the end of my turn.
You guys hear sickening thud as this hill giant is now limply rotating slowly in place.
That's amazing imagery.
God.
And for those of you who occasionally catch the glimpse, your guild leader Nina is spinning in circles, hanging onto her little wooden or her club.
Amazing.
That's fantastic. Did she one hit kill that guy?
No, it was 2.5 hits, 3 hits.
Okay.
It was one of them was a natural 20. She's not happy with hill giant's screen.
That's fair. Fury of the small.
Fury of the small. Roll in the air. What would you like to do, my friend?
I'm going to move up and ready an attack for once Basil is off the priestess.
All right, Phenalius, it's your turn.
I'm going to move within 60 feet of Nina and cast Levitate.
All right. Anything else?
No.
She's gonna love you for that. Onyx, it's your turn, friend. What do you want to do?
You guys got these guys.
Were you at 1 hit point before Rabijan healed?
Yes. In a bleed. Whoops, no, I go 2 more.
Oh, I apologize. Once Phenalius did the reverse gravity, the illusionary thing dissipated. You guys can see everything fine.
At least thought we could see the guys hanging up in the roof, so I'm just getting closer so whenever they fall,
Yeah, you definitely saw them once they all went up. The thing was only like 25 feet high, 30 feet high, but once they were all lifted off the ground, it dissipated anyway. You can see everything normally now, as far as you can think that normally is.
Okay. And that's all I can do.
Hazel.
Since I'm on this person, I'm going to punch her where her face should be 3 times, and then get off and leave.
Okay, so go ahead and roll punches. You have advantage.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
Now that you're not laying and smothering her, and she's laying.
Every
and not
punch, I
moving.
apologize.
You got to role play that out.
I'm sorry. So wait, if I have advantage, then I should. Yeah.
If you just want to roll.
So
the first one was a 22 and a 13. The second one is a 12 and a 28.
And then the last one. Sorry, I forgot that they were with advantage. 21.
All right, roll 3 damage.
I was hoping for a lucky 7.
Me too. You got a 7, a 7, and a 9.
Yep, and then I'm going to get up and be like, okay, I've softened her up for you, and run my little booty over to this building. How tall are these buildings, Richie? Asking.
Can I pause your turn for a second?
Oh, okay.
So Fernelius pointed out a great thing. His levitate is a concentration spell, meaning reverse gravity is canceled. So he just accidentally did 90 damage to a storm giant.
Classic Fernelius.
This is the hardest hitting levitate in the history of me playing D&D since the first edition. I've never seen a levitate spell do anything like this.
That was not an accident damage.
Yeah. So he's in 2025. I'm still back in 2020 trying to survive COVID. So 32 damage to a hill giant.
Feels good.
And 32 damage to his dad.
Well, I mean, collateral.
It's fair. You kind of hear him and a weird clank sound happen and you hear, "Dag nabbit!" Okay, you can get back to your movement and stuff, and then we've got to pause you once you move to get rolling on too.
Okay, I'm gonna move down here, and then I just want to know how
Hold
tall
on.
this building is.
Whoa, 35 feet. There's a number I just made up for no reason. Roland, remember, ready to action is a single attack.
That's going to be a slam attack. 21 for 21 bludgeoning.
Perfect. All right, and what are you doing now, Basil?
Oh, then since it's 35 feet, I'll move to here, and then end my turn at the side of this building.
Okay, Grok.
How's she looking?
The body's not moving, but you can see breathing occasion. You see a little blood seeping out. Fireball?
I'm gonna fireball her.
And 22 hits, and your empowered evocation is more than her 2 hit points.
Is she laying there prone?
Yeah.
I hit AC 11.
If she's blinded, though, then it cancels out, right?
Why would prone make you have disadvantage?
Ranged attacks against prone creatures.
Oh, that's right.
Disadvantage.
Give yourself an inspiration.
Yay! I'm going to use my inspiration to get to 22. No.
It would be a reroll, but if you want, I'll allow it. I think I agree with Fernelius. I've disagreed with you guys so often already in this short little episode. I think an agreement needs to happen where Fernelius is right and blinded and prone cancel each other out.
Hell yeah, guys, we just murdered a blind woman. High five, team.
Alignment check. I'm just kidding. We all know that. We all know that Grok is chaotic something.
I wish I had
Grok is lawful good. I'm just not good at playing it.
That's okay. You actually play it pretty well. Do you want to do any movement now that you've smothered that person with fire?
Yeah,
now that
I'm
you've
gonna move
murdered
there.
the blind person, the blind prone person?
Look, if we weren't, who was gonna, you know?
Don't feel bad, man. Just don't feel bad.
That's my
Ricky's a dick.
That's my 30 feet of movement. My turn is done.
Okay. You hear Mr. Silwyn kind of, what in the hell is going on? My God, I've never fallen after being lifted like that before. So many new things are happening in town. And then he casts a spell on himself. This hill giant will get up and make an attack. And miss horribly. He swings at Mr. Silwyn as he bends over to pick his hat. The club flying ungracefully above his head. And then as Mr. Silwyn kind of steps up to dust his hat off, the club slams where his body was before. Both attacks missing comically, like a cartoon character. You know.
Hey, pretty boy.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does not.
How about a 27?
The 27 does.
So you take 15 slashing damage. Already have.
Taken.
Rabijan, you see a storm giant, a giant, swing his great sword trying to cut your rock buddy in half. It looked like he was trying to play golf for a minute.
Well, Rabijan is going to sigh somewhat defeatedly, and she is going to move towards the fray with all of the giants. With all of her movement, so that's 60 feet? Yeah, 60 feet. And then she's going to drag her spiritual weapon with her, which is, I think, 20 feet.
Correct.
And that will be her turn.
Did you move? I don't see you moving. You gotta move.
I gotta measure.
Math. The greatest foe of a D&D player.
While she's doing math, Ren, what would you like to do?
So Rin will be moving from here, from there, from here. Anyway, get it from there to there. And he's going to use, as per usual, the dagger attack. 2 magic points he's throwing at this fellow right here.
Sweet.
Which I just calculating should be whacking tiny magic pointies. Alright. And shit, that wasn't what I expected. Neither was that. Sorry. Up. And this would be a 14 and a 9 to hit.
Your 2 little pointies go streaking harmlessly wide of the storm giant. It almost looks like lightning might have zapped them aside.
Damn it. Then Rin will just keep moving and just go a little bit down here so the giant don't see him or try not to get seen by the giant or something like that. So that would be the end of my turn. Also, I would like to remember Rabijan, she got inspiration, so don't forget it. It's 1d6 added to, I'm just gonna link the thingy and you read it.
When did you give her that?
The bark inspiration at the beginning of the battle.
Yep.
Yep, I remember him saying it.
Perfect.
He did a song that was beautiful.
Oh, that's right. It was beautiful.
Yep.
Little song, little dance.
He did a rooftop jig.
So, you see Nina step around to the backside of this hill giant and then start
Nina's
whacking
floating.
at it with her maul. And it
Nina's
looks...
floating.
Oh.
Nina's levitating right
She
now.
floats down. Oh,
No.
but there's only... She can't. You gotta.
She can ready something if she wants. That's it.
All right, your turn, Roland.
I'm going to fly towards this storm giant and occupy its space, and then I'm going to whirlwind.
Roll a 1d16.
Did you say 1d16?
I sure did.
Ricky, you're playing with powers you don't understand.
Don't
That's
argue with
okay.
the GM, just do it.
How far is it? 10 feet?
20 feet.
Somebody use minor illusion to make a bowling sound effect, or I will cry.
Gets
And
flung
there was
into the hill giant. And so since it's a random action that it takes, the reason why I had you roll a d16 is that's how many squares are around it, and then I just sent it in whatever direction you rolled. Fen, you saw giants bowling ball each other. What do you want to do now?
I fly the rest of the way to Nina and ask her if she would like to be on the ground near the storm giant or in the air above the storm giant's head.
You get next to her, and you communicate those words to her, and she looks at you with a rage, and she's kind of frothing at the mouth, and she's just glaring down at the giant. She doesn't actually reply to you verbally.
Okay.
It's quite terrifying. You, knowing her as well as you do, know that she wants to smash.
I cast Dimension Door and Dimension Door myself 10 feet above the storm giant with Nina, and then I stop concentrating on levitate.
So you said 10 feet above the giant. It's 20, so it's 30 total feet. Barbarians can hit so hard sometimes.
A little.
So she, as she's landing, she just whaps the guy on the way down, lands, and then springs up like a feral hedgehog, ready to attack again. Anything else, man?
I use my last 10 feet of movement to fly 5 feet high or 10 feet higher up.
He's 22 feet, you're 32 feet, 42 feet up. Is that what you're using the blue box for?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I set that there for you. Onyx, buddy, you're swinging with advantage right now.
I am going to knock him down to size. Here you go. Let's see if you can get eye to eye level with Nina. 21 to hit for 12 damage. 22 to hit for 12 damage. Bonus halberd attack to his toes. 26 to hit for 12 damage.
A cool 36.
That was amazing that you did 12 damage all 3 times.
Yeah.
Basil.
Okay, I'm going to spend a key point to bonus action Step of the Wind and dash for 120 move speed. When I Step of the Wind, it doubles my jump distance. So I should be able to run on top of this building, run over here, leap to this building, and then go to this edge and leap onto the Storm Giant.
Grapple it? What are you doing to it?
I want to stab it in the face.
Okay, so you're just gonna jump at it, stab it, and then land.
Yes.
Okay. You take all damage, right?
I can reaction to choose not to. I'm going to use my short sword.
Basil, go ahead and mark yourself down with an inspiration.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have something
Basil
here.
rolled 2 natural ones with advantage, with his advantage swing.
Yeah, because there's so many people here.
Okay, but that has no
4.
effect on advantage. He can't have more advantage unless he's an elf.
Yeah, I can't have like bigger advantage.
He already swung with advantage.
But I wish I could have bigger advantage. You know, I would stunning strike it, but it is a giant, and at that point it just sounds like a wasted key point. So, I think I'll probably just not bother. And I use 60 feet getting there, about 30 feet getting there, and 15 feet getting there. So I have another 15 feet of movement, so I'm going to step here. Sure, I'll go here. That's
I agree,
my go.
Brock. That was the most monk turn in D&D. He leaps from building to building.
Yeah, he's running building to building, hopping over stuff, and he goes to make the attack and flat on his face.
The blat does adequately describe monk. All right, Grok, what you gonna do, bro?
I'm gonna move south 30 feet, and I am going to toll the dead on the hill giant, who he has been damaged because he fell. Am I told it? Oh, there it is. So wisdom save, or it takes 17. DC is 18.
A good save for a hill giant.
You save? You douche.
He saved like Cass steals potatoes.
I look over at the giant, I go, yeah, I feel that, bro.
Mr. Silwyn goes walking up towards Onyx and gets whacked in the back of the head by the hill giant, almost stumbles forward. You can hear him cussing in Elvish as he goes, rock, sir.
Yeah.
And then it's the hill giant's turn. He will stand up and make attacks. Nina avoids all that damage. I'm assuming you're down.
Not yet.
You've got 15 hit points?
16 hit points. Well, now I have 1 hit point.
Oh.
Oh.
There you
Hit
go.
me again. There we go. Now give me a second. I'm going to roll to stay up.
Maybe. Just so you know, the storm giant swung twice at the rock man. It did 28 to hit for 29 slashing, half to 15, and then 24 to hit for 24 slashing, half to 12.
I wish you would do 0 damage.
And then rolled a 21 on my con save, so I am back up at 1 hit point.
You're the storm giant. Did anybody speak giant? I think you speak giant, Alex.
I think I do.
I can understand any spoken language. That is what I sound like.
No, under primordial, I don't speak giant.
Anybody who does speak giant hears him go,
Damn it!
but a little meaner. Rabijan.
Rabijan is seeing Onyx get hit and is grumbling to herself because she had plans to do damage, but now she has to do heals and be not as helpful with the damage. She's going to move forward to be not right on top of the giants, kind of like right behind Roll in the air elemental. She is going to use, let's go for mass healing word, and that'll be her turn. Would moving my spiritual weapon be considered a bonus action?
I believe so.
Yeah, you have to use a bonus action to move it.
Okay. So then
I furiously Googled to double check that.
Yes, it says for your bonus action, you can move it 25 feet or 20 feet and then attack with it.
Yeah, okay. So mass healing word is a bonus action, so my spiritual weapon will have to stay put for this round. But, you know, people are just so hell-bent on dying, so here we go.
No, actually, I'm so hell-bent on not dying.
You never lived unless you
Onyx is too angry to die.
Local man.
There's 11 heal points for anybody within 60 feet of Robbie John.
Before you go, Ren, would you like to use your action to maybe cast an attack cantrip? Since you used your bonus action to cast a spell.
Please, I would like that. Okay, Sacred Flame on the is that a rock giant? We're calling that the gray one?
No, it's a
Storm giant.
Storm giant. Okay, well the one that's kicking everybody's butts that has Nina riding on his back, that's the one I would like to do the Sacred Flame on. So that's a DC 18 dex save. You got a what?
He's saved. He's fine.
Well, I appreciate the offer. Sorry, it didn't work out so good.
Ren, your turn now, friend.
So I'm gonna use my move action to go on a like this right here, and I'm gonna throw 2 daggers, 2 magic pointies with sharpshooter.
Just so you're clear, you're on the ground now.
No, I'm on the top of this little thing right here. I'm super small, and it's a 5 feet like square.
Yeah,
so.
but right there, you're on the ground. If you go to that square, that's the ground. That's on the roof. Yes.
Well, I will move on the
You
ground.
can hit them
then.
from the ground there. They're on the ground.
I'm gonna go right over here and then throw my 2 daggers. And it's gonna be a 23 and a 27 to hit. First one would be sneak attack. Do I hit?
Of course.
Good. It's gonna be 25 damage for the first one. So 35 damage for the first one, piercing magic. And the second one will be 17 damage.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. And I might interrupt you because I want to use cutting words sometimes, so don't get mad.
You said no. It's Nina's turn.
No, it's his reaction.
Yep.
The bard ability. No, he said when it comes up, he might have to interrupt you to say he wants to use cutting words.
Oh, I thought you said I want to interrupt you. I want to use cutting words or cutting something.
I said I might interrupt you.
You probably will. It's what you do.
In the most loving way.
I know you can't see my face, but
I can always picture it. Anyway, it was a good example of you interrupting me. Nina kills the storm giant. Roll, what are you gonna do?
First, I'll roll for recharge. That's a 5, so I have whirlwind back. So I'm gonna move and engulf this storm giant.
D16.
I wanted you to sling them towards me.
All right, Finn, what you got?
I fly up a little bit higher, and how badly injured does that hill giant look?
He's pretty rough.
I'll just point my staff at him and shoot a ray of enfeeblement. 20 to hit.
Onyx, you got 1 hit point. Well, you got 11 now or so. What are you gonna do, bro?
Say hello to my little friend. 28 to hit for 11. 18 to hit for 12. Halberd in the naughty spot. 28 to hit for 11.
It's deed. You had advantage.
Oh, I did? Okay, well, that would have been more.
Yeah. All right, you guys just killed some hill giants and a storm giant and did a lot of drow. What do you do now?
Search.
Robbie John wonders if it's safe enough to take a nap yet.
Certainly try.
Never say.
Yeah, does it seem like the action has died down completely?
No, not at all. Everything's still going to hell in a handbasket.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out the
I-
bodies of the dead drow and see if they have anything on them.
I need you to roll first an investigation check.
That was for Onyx if it comes up. It's for Onyx. Whew. Yeah, he don't see nothing on the giants.
That was for Grok.
It's a juicy 4.
No, because Onyx said he was searching the giants.
Sure. Now I need you to roll. No, I'm going to pick random people. Rin and Ravijan, give me a D10. I'm sorry, Grok
Got a
21
21 on the outside.
I gotta redo my ability to let people read their scores off.
Robbie John rolled a 9.
Damn. I rolled the same.
You find a thing.
Ooh.
You find a vibrant purple prism.
I will be picking up said vibrant purple prism
You also find
and checking it out.
a quiver of arrows that look exceptional.
Ho.
I swear you better not touch that with your bare hands. Robbie John will beat you.
It's too late. More flag tracing.
Hey, I wasn't around for that, so yeah, with my bare hands.
All right, Rabbi
With your
Giant,
turtle hands.
I need you to roll 1d10 because you made a comment. You're going to be the roller for the rest of the game.
I made that.
When am I not, Ricky? When am I not?
Oh, sure. Basil made the comment. You're getting punished for it.
You always make me roll anyway. I rolled a 6.
Between all the dead drow and the giants, especially the storm giant, you find a total of 800 gold and 70 platinum pieces.
It's a lot of gold. Guildbank, hold on to that. We've got a water win. Can you hold on to it in wind form?
It looks like a swirling gold coin storm.
Just pelt people with money as you whirlwind them.
Stripper's worst nightmare.
I'm a coin NATO, if you will.
Yeah.
And that was Onyx. That was with your search. I was just searching all the bodies.
Alright, Ricky, can you pop that number in chat? Was it like 800 gold and 17 platinum or 70 platinum? I feel like the distinction is important.
It's pretty much the same number, so why don't you go ahead and take the 7T?
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, cool.
Once everything calms down, you guys are a little terrified because you see Nina literally frothing at the mouth. Like you see just rage as she kind of had started slamming things. And you take note on the giants' bodies. You can see every hit she did as their bodies were dented and malformed by the attacks. Bones crumbled and things like that. And after a few moments, she kind of starts panting, and you see Mr. Silwyn. I keep calling him Mr. Silwyn because I can never remember his name. Mr. Silwyn patting her on the shoulder, going, "It's okay. You've smashed again. Everything that you need to smash is smashed. Why don't you? We can make you some tea, and then once you've had some tea and you're not smashing, we can get you some booze."
Rin is just being like, "Hey guys, just remember not to let me piss her off." He's like, "I don't want to look like mashed potatoes."
Mr. Rin, Rabbi John feels like that's something you should remember.
Yeah, my memory isn't always the best one, so...
Roland drops elemental form.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. I'm just kidding. Actually, Rabbi Jan, roll a percentile die.
Emphasis on die.
Oh, wow. It's 16.
Ooh. Okay, that's great. We'll put that on hold for a few minutes from now. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna talk to Nina. I'm gonna go. Is everything okay, Nina?
No.
You seem a little upset.
I am sober.
Oh no, it is bad.
I feel that.
We can fix that. It's okay.
Ren he just bring out his little pouch on his side, and he takes out a pipe and some purple herbs, and he just like presented to Nina, and he's being like, well, Miss Nina, you can have some of my special hafting herbs, if that helps.
She scruffles her hair affectionately and goes, "After I've put more blood on my mace club, great club. That's what it is. After I put more blood on my great club, which is dripping with blood, by the way." Key Warden goes, "She's effective but terrifying."
Yeah, pretty much like your wife.
Oh no, she's not that scary yet.
Rin just stands there like he didn't realize he would answer something like that, so he's just like, "Huh, well."
Yeah, what? Nina can kill you. My wife can re-kill you.
It's true. I'd like to see if Basil can see the nearest source of commotion from where he is. And I'm just on top of a random house, so it's probably not that.
Basil, that's not a random house. That house is very important.
I'm sorry, house. I'm sorry, important house.
All right, give me a perception check.
Can do.
Never mind, Basil.
11.
Give me a perception check. You don't know. Anyway, you get up and you rotate around, and you're kind of taking stock into the town. Now, you see the pyramid, and you see that a bunch of undead had come out, but some of the defenders of the Veil had went to attack that. Now that you see some of the flying monsters had joined that fray, and you see a bit of the town guard over there, and there's a big melee over there, You do see some giants engaged in something. You don't know quite what. It's kind of like an Attack on Titan scene where you're kind of looking over the household, or you see over the houses, but you see the giants swinging down at something and maybe taking damage as well, but you can't see what they're fighting because you're far away. You see some flashes of spells coming from over by Gravine's cave. And probably the two biggest landmarks that you guys would know is one, you see a smoldering emanation coming from the O'Malley farm, and you see an odd green light coming from the direction of the Humble Beginnings.
I will descend and relay that information.
Rin takes a look at the guards that are defending the place, and he's just like, well, I think we're gonna have to rehire after this.
What? Wait, rehire people for the guild?
Yeah, don't you see all the undeads above there? What do you think's gonna happen?
Way to be positive, Mr. Rin.
I think maybe we need to get a move on. Not sure where yet, but somewhere where things are happening and not here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We could maybe try and make sure that Gry's okay and he can help us, or we can just head straight to the Humble Beginnings and try and quell what's happening there, or...
Don't forget the other place I described.
The O'Malley farm.
Is the O'Malley farm the potato farm where, what's his name? Paladin.
O'Malley?
Our sorcerer used to steal potatoes.
That's the one.
Made an attempt, we would say, to steal a potato, and did not get very far with it.
No. Isn't the O'Malley farm kind of outskirtsy? Wouldn't it take a while to get there?
Not a while, but it's on the way to Gravine's cave.
Ah, I see.
And Bresinger, yes, sorry. Vanillius typed out Bresinger.
Okay, well, what do we think? We have to pick something to do. If we're going to go to Gry, then we can stop by O'Malley's.
Robbie John votes that we go to the Mr. O'Malley's farm, and then we go to see Mr. Gry, and then we use the portal to go to the Humble Beginnings.
And what of the gods and the giant and all of that?
Well, if it's on the way, then Robbie John thinks maybe we just do everything. Let's just kill everything. Robbie's got so much energy.
Why don't you guys just split the party and take care of all the things at one time?
True. Okay, I'll go to O'Malley's.
Yeah, I'll go at O'Malley's with Basil, the leper. Yeah.
So Cornelius points out because we have to trust these people to do something.
Yeah, because I'm not going at Gravine's lair. It just freaks me out a lot.
My thought is that we should go to Gry, because if we can free him up from whatever he's doing, he'll be very helpful in protecting the town.
Cornelius makes the point that O'Malley's probably doesn't have help, neither does Gravine. Cornelius, give me an intelligence check.
I think that's a very good point, Finn.
And while he does that, I have an idea. Hey, Nina, they might be hurting the bar. Okay, now we don't have to worry about the bar. Let's go.
I was waiting for that comment.
It makes me happy that Ren failed his intelligence save.
Yeah, Ren rolled a natural 1.
But Fenilius got a natural 20 for a total of 32. You very clearly remember that Gravine was leading the charge with Rith and a couple of other guildies, including Telgar, against the undead at the pyramid.
Onyx starts heading towards O'Malley's.
Robbie John follows.
I'll be going with them.
Well, what are we gonna find at Gry's then?
Okay.
Probably something bad. Let's go.
You want to go with me with at Gry's?
O'Malley's is on the way to Gry's.
All right. Well, let's do that.
Yeah, and then Rabijan is right. We should be able to teleport back to the Humble Beginnings from Gry's. I think this makes the most sense to me.
O'Malley had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, with a potato
Why did you have to say
here,
had?
potato there.
Shut up, man.
Start heading there too.
Please don't sing. This is horrible.
Alright, let's head to O'Malley's in way of getting to Gry's. Are Nina and Kieran coming with us?
No. They are going to say, since you're going to check on O'Malley, we'll go check out the giants that Fenilius described.
Okay.
And then she says, if you guys, I'll start sending backup people to the humble beginnings so we can meet up and make a plan later.
Okay.
You guys are going to be coming from the east. Yeah, right, where you guys are putting your tokens. As you get closer to this farm, the pit of your guts start to have dread kind of weigh in on them because you see devastation coming. It looks like almost like a fell green fire and smoke is coming from the middle of the farm. And as you come to the farm, you see that both buildings are destroyed and caved in. It looks like a meteor landed here. And you just see O'Malley sitting on a stump in tears.
Are the potatoes okay?
They're not okay.
As the ground has been, it looks like creeping from the center of the house, the ground has turned black. Kind of a cracked black, like it's withering away and dying, and it's slowly, you think, spreading out from the impact in the house.
Abidjan is going to run towards O'Malley and give him a big hug, seeing that he is upset, since they are, they're good friends at this point. I mean, he takes care of the Temple of Freya when she's not around, so.
Even though weirdly he's higher level than you as one of my super NPCs from beginning, you've been leading the thing. He's your assistant.
He's retired. He doesn't want that much responsibility.
Any responsibility. Speaking of his responsibilities, he looks at you with red eyes as tears pour down his cheeks, just unable to make words. He opens his mouth and closes them a few times, and then puts his head back into his hand.
Abidjan just kind of like hugs and squeezes on him, and pats his shoulder a little bit.
What happened here?
You guys don't notice exactly what happened, but you do notice that there's a couple things not happening. Do you remember some other people when you were at the farm last time?
Yeah, they were like his family. What happened? Oh my god, you're horrible.
There's a lot of emotions, man.
Well, you definitely do not notice his family running around.
Now Abidjan has tears too. You're horrible.
In a few more minutes, Mallory's gonna have tears. He just kind of looks at you and he goes, what even the hell is this? I don't even know what to hit with my hammer.
Basil is gonna start making his way towards the icky. I don't know what to call it. What?
And suddenly the entire earth shifts.
Ow.
So this is the cracker we're talking about, the purple drawing.
That's the edge of the decay that is slowly emanated out from.
Rin will go towards it and investigate it to see if it's from a magical or natural source, nature, something like that.
You can go ahead and roll an investigation. It's going to take a hell of a one. Maybe an arcane check. Try an arcane check. Gross magic.
Yeah, roll a 16. Okay, seems to be magical nature, but is the source random? Is it just like appeared from a point A to a point B, and we can see both ends, or does it seem to come from like the pyramid itself or something like that?
You're nowhere near the pyramid. It looks like there's a big crater where the two buildings used to be, and it looks like it's coming from that crater.
Okay, can you point it to me on the map, please?
Right around in there, you think. Maybe.
I'm going to go over there.
Wait.
I was going to say, hey, I'll throw you. But
Make a constitution save the moment you step right here.
Okay. I rolled a 14.
You get violently ill, you retch, and you have a level of exhaustion. And the bottom of your shoes start to turn black as it starts to creep up you as well.
As soon as it starts, I just try to get back and just shout to everybody, do not come here. Don't come here. Don't cross the line. No more hills for me. Come on.
Fenilius, you notice that it didn't take effect until he stepped under the ground.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I could figure out what the hell's going on? Grok got a 22.
Some sort of necromantic magic is extending from wherever that thing was that landed over by the buildings. And it looks like the life force of everything touched to it is being consumed.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on it.
So what exactly are you going to cast it on?
You said that something had landed in this. This was radiating out from that, correct?
This is radiating out from the area it landed, yes.
Then I'm going to be casting it on the area that it landed on.
So this to spell magic needs an actual target. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. So you're going to try to dispel magic, the necromantic effect?
Yes.
It fails.
Aim at the crater.
Hold on for a second. Fenilius, are you flying over there?
25 feet out.
You said 25 feet in the air?
Yes.
Okay. You see a little bit of a crater just about where you're at, and down in the crater, about 15 feet at the very bottom of where it's indented, you see a solid ebony, almost scale model of the pyramid that is now floating outside of town. You're gonna levitate the pyramid up?
Yes.
Okay. It pulls up maybe 5 feet, and then it becomes very, very heavy because it's like it feels like a really strong Velcro. And you see wisps of the energy, of kind of arcane energy that are flowing in through the black tendrils kind of connecting to it. There was a horror movie where kids went on a raft on a lake, and it looked like an oil spill was kind of sucking them in and eating them. If any of you know that horror movie, it looks like that. Brock, why don't you go ahead and make an Arcana check? This one's a lot easier.
I got a 17.
You had a pretty good idea, but with you being unable to put eyes on the actual target of the thing, it didn't happen. You know what I mean? Because you attacked. It would be like you trying to dispel the fire from Fireball, but not the Fireball. I know that sounded weird, but hopefully it made sense.
Then I'm gonna dispel the magic on the pyramid.
You can't even see it.
He just levitated it up, didn't he?
It went up about 5 feet of a 15-foot hole.
Oh, then I'm gonna be waiting. I don't have a way to get over there.
You want to get over there?
Onyx is terrifying. He just starts chucking people into the evil goo. No, wait, I didn't. Ah, bunk, 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 bunk. Look at the roll on that one. Dragon Turtleborns can really skip like a good rock.
No.
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check to kind of put all the information together that you've gotten. So, effectively, this thing is sucking the life out of everything within a certain range. And when you tried to pull it up, it's that suction that kept it from there. It's a pretty strong suction. But if you can somehow destroy this, dispel this, prevent this from working, then you're pretty confident that all this will stop.
Cornelius had asked if he could check it out, getting 15 feet with it being 5 feet off the ground, and that was the answer.
Being within 15 foot of it, you didn't feel any negative effects. The closer you got, didn't feel anything. Your best guess is that you have to touch it or touch something that's touching. There has to be a line of contact initiated and probably a failed Constitution save for it to start sucking your soul or your life. It doesn't do anything to your soul. You see wisp of smoke start to emerge from the whole field where the black was, and the pulsing anti-life stops growing. Finilius, the mini pyramid loses its shine, and it looks like it's just a dull rock now. However, you don't think it's permanently disabled.
Am I able to levitate it any higher?
100%, yeah. It kind of jumps up a little bit when as it's not being restrained down anymore.
Wouldn't casting Dispel Magic on it disable the levitate effect?
No, because you can choose an effect or a target.
It just says any spell, right?
Yep.
You choose one creature, object, or magical effect.
Yeah, so he's trying to dispel magic on the pyramid, not the levitate magical effect.
Yeah, stop trying to make things worse on you. But it wouldn't have changed anything anyway, except for it would be on the ground. But
Dunk.
way to keep your eyes open though. Thank you.
O'Malley.
Is that what did it?
O'Malley
O'Malley says he moves it over to his companions. And he describes all the stuff that I had previously said he learned with his Arcana checks. As soon as the thing gets close enough, O'Malley's going to start attacking it with his mace.
But we could use that against the bad guys.
Probably John will join in and also smash at it with her mace.
I think this does count as the bad guys, Onyx.
It looks relatively easy to squish now that it's not magical for a moment.
Mash.
O'Malley may not be a magician, but he can help cast the spell Disintegrate with mace.
He knows how to make things disappear.
And with that, O'Malley goes, is anybody else hurt? How's the town?
Things are
Rome's-
rough everywhere.
How's the necromantic line here? Is it starting to back up and recede?
No, what's dead is dead, but it stopped moving forward. Is my farm the only thing that was hit?
No.
No, it was not.
Do we have a rally point?
To humble beginnings.
I'm a little beat up. Finilius says I'm a little beat up. Much of the town is damaged. Many people are injured. And once he hears Basil say the humble beginnings, he just starts to walk off, sad warrior style, into the sunset, heading to the humble beginnings.
But O'Malley, be careful. There was a similar green light at the humble beginnings. Just be careful. He is gone. Okay. Basil just sort of like looks out at the destroyed buildings, frowny, where he says, "We should make haste to Gravines and try and get back to the humble beginnings as fast as possible. I'm starting to think that maybe teleporting right into it would be a bad idea, but we'll see."
I go off to the Gravines area.
Yeah, I'll head off too.
Ravishan will follow.
Poor O'Malley.
I will be heading with him.
You guys still heading over to O'Malley's, or are you gonna take him up
To
on
Grise?
that? Yeah.
I think if Gry's not there and something's happening there, we know that if he didn't take all of his undead, then there might be necromancers trying to take advantage of them.
Ooh, you guys want to go fight some necromancers?
Finale says he's moving to his cave, which is attached to Gry's cave, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will
Okay.
follow Finn.
You guys make your way over to Gravine's cave, and you do see a little bit of green light radiating from down inside of it.
Oh no.
Do you guys advance in?
Does it look all decayed and gross?
Yeah, we're going in. I'm going in anyway.
Good. Mallory, roll a percentile dice. Don't roll high.
It's a 59.
All right, you guys
That's
start.
mid-range, it's not high.
Dang it, Mallory, Finalia says, which is the appropriate response for her screwing up rolls. You guys make it further into the cave. Nothing's really changed until you get down to the, like, you remember where the all the dead bodies were, that area where Gravine stored his corpses.
Mhm.
In there, you see what looks like not a portal teleport pad, but an actual portal is set up. Finilius, why don't you make an Arcana check on this, since it's your area, and since it's your area, you can make it with advantage. This is simply a portal that is set up on one end and accessed from another end, opening in and out. Occasionally, you guys will see a couple of corpses come up from the ground or from their respective graves. Kind of look around confused for a moment. Their eyes kind of emanate a green, smoky light after a few moments, and then they walk into the portal.
What?
Will either of you look into the portal to see if you can see what's on the other side?
Could this be what's attacking the guys in town?
You have no idea.
I'm just like wondering. Can I make a perception check to see if I can see on the other side or something like that?
Are you going to walk up to it and look through it?
Yeah, no. Not
I'll walk up
safe.
to it and look through it.
All right. Okay, Mallory. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to stress you out right there. Grok, so you walk.
Leave her alone.
No way. Do you walk within, let's say, 10 feet of it? It's a very specific number, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll get within 10 feet of it.
Okay. So you get through, and what you see on the other side is you see a couple of the Defenders of the Veil. You see Rain, that wood elf, that was hanging out with Basha, whom you also see, firing arrows into a group of undead and some other people. You see Rith and Telgar there. You see somebody you don't recognize that looks like they're doing some heal action. And then you see Gravine, hands emanating with that same smoky green kind of magic as he's almost motioning to, and as the undead step through the portal, he's pointing and sending them in different directions to engage into combat.
Woo, go Gry!
Wait, to engage with who?
Well, it depends. In some places, it looks like there might be. Well, actually, you have no idea. You can't see it. You're not even there. You're too scared to look at the portal.
Yeah, Necro stuff kind of freaks me out.
You know what? You're not.
I don't
the
know
only one.
why.
It's terrifying. Yeah, everything else absolutely looks like it. Finally, you would recognize everything looks relatively in order.
It looks like our necromancer friend is using this portal to call for reinforcements. They're fighting on the other side of this.
I see. Since he can only exert control over a few at a time, perhaps? Smart.
Oh my god, no, that's not how. Never mind.
Onyx is following Finilius through the portal.
Ravishan goes as well, huffing about Finalius going off on his own again.
We're just going through? Basil will run to follow.
Yeah, there's people who need
Guys!
help. I'm dumb enough to walk through it.
Okay, you guys emerge through the
Ooh.
portal one by one. You guys realize that you're at the foot of the pyramid again, and you see just a massive group of it looks like robed cultists, armored soldiers, undead, fighting on both sides because of your necronoodle. And then you see some of the orc and the human townsguard fighting. You see some of the elephant people. You actually see a couple of people riding elephants into battle.
Yeah!
You see gnolls on the other side attacking. There's various. There looks like to be a couple of demons involved in the fight. It's a pretty massively scaled battle. And then you see your other defenders kind of slowly engaging in the fight. And it looks to be at about a stalemate right now. We're going to go ahead and end the episode there. Thanks for coming along and listening to us play some Dungeons & Dragons. We hope you had a good time. And join us next time
with Defenders of the Veil as we try to find dragons to slay.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Defenders of the Veil. You can follow the cast on Facebook at Defenders of the Veil or on Twitter at Defenders Veil. Please subscribe. Leave us a 5-star rating and review wherever you find podcasts. Tell your friends about us too. Make sure you tune in next week for more shenanigans from the Veil. Until then, guilties, farewell.
Brent, do you want to describe how you fly and bounce through the air to get up there?
Oh yeah. So I believe like Onyx would like hold me by my belt and one hand on my belt and one hand on my like a collar of my armor, and we'll be like making like a whole loop and just like throw me on the top of the building, and I would just be like doing a cat move where I just get like on all four. That sounds weird. Sorry. I don't know. It's just like get to the top of the roof. So I'm just gonna stop there because like I think it's gonna get deeper and. Oh. You got the point right.
So weird.
I've never seen someone get so horny describing them landing on a roof.
Well, it's because you've never seen me jump on a roof.
I think you owe all of us apologies.
No, you owe me an apology for letting me talk like that.
I can't control you.
Knowing my English is so bad.
Oh my god.
Jesus, that was awkward.
Yeah, we're all aware.
It's okay. It's been a few weeks.
What?
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 In the butt.
Now.
That's a song, bro.
I was going to New York City. It was in my butt.
I don't agree.
No, I mean butt en français.
And she was pretty.
I feel threatened.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, my DC for that last one time I went down was 15, so I'm glad I made that one. Because that was the third time I went down below 0.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey man, the only hit point that matters is the last one.
Yeah, I love that ability.
No difference. There's no difference between being at 8 and being at 80.
When you're attacking, at least. Did you see how excited he got when he thought he took me down?
It becomes a challenge. And you get all, I'm going to do it this time.